Hi folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, February the 7th of 2025. In this video, I'm going to give you a very detailed step-by-step micro-scalp Forex trade that's set up on the Australia US dollar pair yesterday, February the 6th, 2025. And the best part of this, the trade was pointed out to me by one of our members. Love that. That's the greatest thing about being part of a trading community like we have, members helping each other. So yeah, that's just very cool. Have a listen. I really hope you enjoy the video. Alrighty, so I held a webinar yesterday, February the 6th, for our members. And during the webinar, one of our members pointed out a trade, and it was just great. I just love this. So here it was. It's the Australia US dollar. Now for micro-scalping, and this is what the webinar was about. What we look at for micro-scalping is we look at the 4-hour and the 1-hour. Those are our primary higher time frame levels, and then we enter on the 5-minute chart. The daily chart in the upper left is just used for a high level view of everything. Okay, we don't trade off of it or anything. What we want to know is what is the 4-hour and 1-hour doing, like where are the levels at that we're interested in. So what we do is we'll start. You go to a 4-hour chart. And the member identified this level right here. Can you see what a great level that is? Like, look at all of the touches in here. The wicks touching it here, the wicks here, the body right on the body here, the wicks again, and down here. How do you do that? You put the line chart on. I've made a video about this. Hopefully you've seen it on YouTube. Anyway, you put a line chart on here, and now look how that stands out. That's obvious. See these little where it looks like it just missed here and over here. And right in here, if you put the candlestick chart back on, no, those levels were hit on the spikes. That's a very price sensitive level. So as price came down here, right, when it approaches this level, you want to start looking to see, is there a pattern setting up that we teach? So let's go down to an hourly chart, because you should confirm those levels on your hourly chart. Put a line chart on your hourly chart. Say, hey, does that level make sense? Well, gee, it sure does. Look at all of the in here. Something was going on in here, but look at this right here. Look at the rejection here after it went through it and rejected. Look at over here. There's something going on at that level. That's a really, really good level to watch. Okay, so go back to our candlestick chart. So we know as price comes down to here, we want to start to pay attention. And you can set alerts here so you don't have to sit there and watch it all day. So then if you go down to our 5-minute chart, I'll just scroll back to where that was set up, was here on the 6th of February. And here's what happened when price came down. On the 5-minute chart, it approached it. Let me zoom this in. We can get a really close look at this. So what do we see here? Well, price goes down. It rallies, and then it makes an even lower low right here. It's hard to see it, but it actually, right here, it dipped lower below this low. Then it rallied up and went higher above this high. That's some structure damage, and then it retraces. Now, normally we would look to buy this retracement, but not in this case. Why? Because this swing is way too small. We like to use a minimum of a 15%. Of the 5-day average daily range to before we'll even consider a trade, because this is like 7 pips, not even that, 7 pips from here to here. That's no good. Okay, that's noise more than anything. This is a better rally, and like you could have started measuring your fibs from here. Let me just take this off. Well, I'll move it over here. You could have said, well, how about up here? Yeah, you could have, and that's what you should do. Start measuring, because you don't know when it's going to keep coming down to our entry, which I always recommend 79%, because that gives you the smallest pip risk and the greatest reward potential. But anyway, it rallied back up, and it is still valid, right? And by the way, I went over some factors that would invalidate a trade. I did that during the webinar yesterday as well, because somebody asked, hey, when would you cancel a trade? What would make it invalid? So we covered all that. So as price started to finally come down and not come back up, see how it didn't go back above here, it just kept going down. There's no reason not to take the trade. Now in here, we would not take a trade if it came down. Why? Because this was red flag news. We do not trade around red flag news. This is like half an hour later, okay, before it finally came down and hit here. Oh, not quite half an hour, but that's fine. I have criteria for that as well. And so now it hits 79%. This is a super low risk trade because you buy it here, your stop's got to go under here, minimum 10 pips. And so then it starts to rally up, okay? And as it rallies up, now you are in the trade management game. And I also went over some objective ideas for managing a trade. First of all, when it did this rally here, we got up, more than 10 pips. When that happens, you're at 1-to-1. Don't lose money on the trade. This is micro scalping. We need to manage these properly, okay? And again, you can set alerts on things to let you know. And it gets up 10 pips, take the risk out and or take, profit on half your position. Do something, but don't let it become a loss. And it comes back down. By the way, I'll show you what happens, what most people do. This is the undoing of traders. I mean, they come down, it goes up, and they get another red candle, and now you're getting close to this, your entry down here, and you go, you know what, I'm going to get out and take a few pips before this gets back to my entry. Have you ever done that? Just when you get out, this happens, and it makes you feel sick, right? It's, that's because you don't have belief in what you're doing, and you're trying to, overthink things, and you're second guessing when there is no reason to get out. It didn't get to your entry, leave it. And it starts to go up, and when it gets up to this extension, these are Fibonacci extensions, which are great places to take profits, by the way. This one here gave you a 2-to-1 reward risk, right? Super good. A really nice little trade there. And again, what I like about this trade more than anything that is that one of our members found this trade, not me. And I encourage our members to use our chat room to communicate with others, point out trades that they see setting up. Maybe they see levels and they say, hey, do you guys see the same level, and so on, because we have some good traders in there and they can all help each other and just generally help each other out. And of course, I'm there to help as well. So I hope you liked that video. And hey, listen, maybe micro-scalping isn't for you. I'm just showing you something that actually works, just like my Coach's Corner partner Darko does with his longer term approach. So I hope you like this content and that you get some useful benefit out of it. That's the main thing. Is this suitable for you? I don't know. But please just feel free to get in touch with me and let's see if it's a good fit for both of us. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great weekend. Take care.